In the inside of row number 3, Ethan Killingsworth, 7M from Wairika, California. While the Superior Fuel Cells own number 42 from Coburg, Kevin Williamson. Fourth and final row, your two-time reigning state champion and current point leader. Out of Lebanon, the 47, Carter Patterson, and Brian Gray out of Yuma, Arizona, car number 4G. Second and final heat race. All these heat race lineups brought to you by our good friends at My Race Pass. Second and final heat race for the Friesen Performance IMC Modifieds. Want to welcome our live look-in audience on all the social media platforms, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. It's night number 2 of the 2025 IMCA Wild West Speedweek here at Coos Bay Speedway in Coos Bay, Oregon. It is gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous. All caps, bold, underline, whatever flair you want to put. As it is sunny, a light breeze. Everyone looking forward to a beach day tomorrow, although it's not as warm as the white sands of Pensacola Beach, where the IMCA TV Clash on the Coast takes place nearby. But it is pretty darn good weather considering some hot parts of the country. So it's California and Washington on the front row. We're going to give you a little bit of a free live look-in here with heat race action. Be sure, if you like what you see, go on to IMC TV, order your viewing pass for the rest of the night. Heck, get it for the rest of the week, as we've got a lot of racing left for the IMCA Wild West Speed Week. Faulkner and Reed going to get this one started. Heat race number 2 is underway. Devin Reed trying to get around the outside of Jeffrey Faulkner. Winner of each heat race gets into the redraw, and the driver with the most passing points automatically in. Then we take the rest of the field and the top 6 in overall passing points will be a part of the 10 drivers in the redraw. Your leaders, Devin Reed. Jeffrey Faulkner is second. Third place belonging to the 24 of Curtis Towns. Outside of that, Carter Patterson fourth. Ethan Killingsworth fifth. Bennett Bray sixth. And Brian Gray rounding up the field in position number 7. Kevin Williamson not on the racetrack. Does sound like they are doing a motor swap, as they had some mechanical problems during hot laps early in the program. 3 laps into this one, and Devin Reed showing the way in heat race number 2 for the Friesen Performance IMC Modifieds. But Jeffrey Faulkner, who's got a couple of wins at Petaluma Speedway this season, car number 34J, is trying to lunge right underneath them and draw a level down the back straightaway. But Devin Reed is looking to lead this one at the midway point. No, it's going to be Faulkner with the inside move. Jeffrey Faulkner leading Devin Reed second. Curtis Towns, the 2013 Oregon State champion and 3-time Cottage Grove Speedway track champion in IMCA competition for the Modifieds. And here comes Killingsworth and Patterson. It just shows you here at Coos Bay Speedway just how quick things can turn. It looked like it was a 3-car breakaway. Now your entire top 5 is all on the same straightaway. Jeffrey Faulkner, 3 more trips around the 3/8 mile, the clay by the bay of the West Coast. As Devin Reed second, but Curtis Towns looking to make a move underneath. Carter Patterson in car number 47 started this one 7th. Is looking to finish 4th, but Ethan Killingsworth, who was last year's champion in the Sportmod, 2023 Sportmod champion with this series, in his debut year with the Modifieds, is going to get around them and move into 4th. A lot of black and blue action for position number 2. The 58 of Devin Reed trying to maintain second, but Curtis Towns not going away. Checker flag is out as Jeffrey Faulkner will win it. Finishing second, Devin Reed. Curtis Towns third. Ethan Killingsworth fourth. Carter Patterson fifth. Bennett Bray sixth. Brian Gray 7th, and a DNS for Kevin Williamson, as that is going to do it for heat race action for the Friesen Performance IMC Modifieds. Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods up next. These are 8 laps in distance for the heat races, and it's the top 5 is what you want to finish in. 5th or better to be a part of the redraw, to start 10th or better for their main event later on. And we've got a driver that wasn't with us last night at Southern Oregon Speedway, rolling from the inside pole from Pescadero, California, the 15X, Dennis Souza. Going to line up inside front row to his outside. Last night's runner-up in the SRAM Motorsports 333 from Cresswell. That is Aaron Bloom. 12T, Jimmy Ford starts third. He's out of Yuba City, California, originally out of Wairika. Now living in Doris, California, the 19 of Trevor Tiffy, who will start fourth. Lining up fifth last night in the feature, the 22 from Klamath Falls, it's Justin Dorr, while Dustin Hittner from right here in Coos Bay, the 99, starts sixth. Last night's winner, your defending series champion and the winner of the last three features at this facility from Brookings, the 7S, Matt Sanders, starts in position number 7. And rounding up the starting lineup, Chad Nee, the 44K from Roseburg, starting fourth row outside. So 2 8-lap heat races, top 5. 6th on back is going to start 11th on back in their 25-lap feature. And Dennis Souza not with us last night. Did pick up some cars. And great to see that they've made it out. Should be going green here shortly. Souza has competed here in the Sportsman late model ranks a little bit this season, as well as raced in local late model competition in the state of Oregon, car number 15X. And Pescadero off of, let's see, what is that, PCH on the 1. Kind of in between Half Moon Bay and south of Half Moon Bay, south of San Francisco, and north of Santa Cruz. So green flag. He's going to come out, and Aaron Bloom in the 333 gets to the point. Matt Sanders already on the march in the 7S, the reigning track champion, is trying to move into position 4, but Trevor Tiffy trying to snatch 5th, or pardon me, not Trevor Tiffy, it's the 22 of Justin Dorr trying to snatch the spot back. Jimmy Ford in the 12T is running in 3rd, trying to get beside of Matt Sanders as Aaron Bloom leads. Dennis Souza 2nd, Jimmy Ford 3rd, 4th Matt Sanders, Justin Dorr 5th. Outside of that, it's Dustin Hittner, Trevor Tiffy, and Chad Nee, your running order. 2022 Marysville Raceway Track champion Jimmy Ford trying to hold on to 3rd. But the 2022 Oregon State champion in Matt Sanders is going to obtain the position. Aaron Bloom motoring away, winner of the inaugural Ralph Bloom Memorial at Cottage Grove Speedway back in 2021. Getting the call up from SRAM Motorsports to fill the seat of this entry for this week is 44K Chad Nee, sideways in turns 3 and 4, kicks the dust up a little bit. Oh boy, Souza getting on the binders. And as of right now, no caution. We're going to stay green. So Aaron Bloom is going to get a huge lead. And Matt Sanders moves up to 2nd. Jimmy Ford 3rd. Justin Dorr 4th. Souza half spins in turns 3 and 4. Gets it up on the inside berm and in the infield. And as of right now, no caution as they let Souza come out. White flag is going to come out instead. There's a 333 in dominant form, nearly half a lap ahead of the reigning track champion of last night's winner, Matt Sanders. Aaron Bloom out of Cottage Grove will pick up the victory in the 333. Matt Sanders is going to hold on for 2nd. Jimmy Ford will finish in 3rd. 4th, Justin Dorr, and the 5th and final driver that's going to be a part of the redraw, the 2018 Wairika Speedway Track champion, Trevor Tiffy. Dustin Hittner 6th, Chad Nee 7th, Dennis Souza will finish 8th. And one heat race down, one more to go for the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sportmods. Heat race lineups brought to you by our good friends at My Race Pass. Be sure to download the My Race Pass app for live timing and scoring, as well as lineups, results, and driver rosters to see what's happening throughout the course of the night. Trevor Points, the current Oregon State point leader, as well as 2023 state champion from Salem. And car number 11 is going to roll from the inside. Pull those outside the 37. Don Moore out of Roseburg starts second. 19K. That is Buddy Niss from Oakley, California. Shandy Kittleson, this is an interesting story. We'll try and get to it before we go to green. The 111 out of Houston, Texas starts 4th. Travis Pruitt out of Almsville, the 43, is 5th in the lineup. Wasn't with us last night. The 9 of Roseburg's David Schmidt starting in 6th. Tyler O'Gorman, the 523 from Wairika, California, starts 7th. And Mike Ficklin Jr., I believe it's Mike Ficklin Jr. from Oroville, California, by way of Paradise, California, the 7 senior, starting in 8th. Going to try and double check that info because the Ficklins were not at their trailer when I got a chance to swing by, and they did not sign in until just a little bit ago. So the 111, Shandy Kittleson, never had driven an IMC Northern Sport Mod until last night, making the journey from Houston, Texas. Obviously, in that part of the country, they race the Smiley's Racing Products IMCA Southern Sport Mods, but Kittleson making the journeys, did a lot of different stuff, some dwarf cars, some sprint cars, but also some desert racing. So making the debut here in this 111 car at Coos Bay Speedway, seeing some new racetracks, and the family trying to have some fun here on this IMCA Wild West Speedweek. Points and more, front row, green flag is out. Here we go. Trevor Points gets to the point in the 11 is the 19K. Buddy Niss battling with Don Moore for second. Remember, top 5 to the redraw. Shandy Kittleson, the 111, running in 4th. Battle for 5th, David Schmidt, 2-time defending Cottage Grove Speedway track champion, trying to overtake Travis Pruitt. And it is going to be Schmidt moving up into P5. Ficklin behind Pruitt, and then you've got O'Gorman in the 523. Race for the lead starting to develop out in front as Trevor Points leads, but the 19K of Buddy Niss is right there with him. Niss trying to shoot underneath the 11 of Trevor Points for the top spot. As we are going to be 3 laps into this contest, 5 to go. Don Moore, a slight misstep, is going to go from 3rd to position number 5. As, oh no, problems for Kittleson, the 111 into the back straightaway wall. Keeps a handle on it as the race for the lead is intense. Niss trying to go around the outside of Points as the inside route didn't work. It's David Schmidt 3rd, Don Moore 4th. Shandy Kittleson, the 111, is trying to make it in, and David Schmidt will get sideways in turns 3 and 4. Going to try and get him a chance to fire it up, and he will. And we're going to stay green. Caution out. Just as I say that, yellow flag comes out. So the reason why some of these drivers getting aggressive with getting restarted, it's 1 and done in the heat race, 1 and done in the B main. That means if you come to a complete stop, you're the cause of the caution, and you got to take it to the trailer. So restart order, Trevor Points leading. That is the 19K, although it says 28K. We'll try and get that fixed with the scoring system. Buddy Niss in the 19K is 2nd. Don Moore restarts 3rd. Shandy Kittleson restarts 4th. And Mike Ficklin Jr., the 7 senior, going to restart in position 5. Travis Pruitt 6th. David Schmidt was 7th. Now that position is going to be taken over by the 523 of O'Gorman. So 5 laps complete, 3 to go. Trevor Points and Buddy Niss having a pretty interesting battle up front. And we'll see if Pruitt can get up into the top 5. Tyler O'Gorman still on the lead lap. He's trying to move in the top 5 as well. All right, green flag is out. We're going to get this one restarted. Buddy Niss goes back to the high side, but on this restart, 37 of Don Moore takes a glance to the inside. It's going to be the 11 of Trevor Points leading. Points showing the way. Points, a double champion, or a 2022 Washington State champion in addition to winning the track or the state title in 2023. White flag is out for Trevor Points. Showing the way, battle for the 5th and final redraw spot is getting good, and they're actually parked right next to each other. Shandy Kittleson and Travis Pruitt. As the 11 of Trevor Points will win it. Buddy Niss finishes 2nd, 3rd Don Moore, 4th Mike Ficklin Jr., and Shandy Kittleson will be 5th, 6th Travis Pruitt, Tyler O'Gorman 7th, and David Schmidt will finish in 8th. Moving on to the Sunoco IMCA Stock Cars top 4 is what you got to get in tonight's main event. 5th on back, you're going to have to come out of the Lone B main they have scheduled. And this is actually going to be our final live look-in on the socials. After that, you're going to have to order your viewing pass for the rest of the night, but might as well get the bargain price for the rest of the week for the IMCA Wild West Speedweek. Jesse McIntyre out of Coos Bay in the double aught M starts inside pole. Mason Myers from Culver, 27M, will roll from the outside front row. Steve Stone out of Winton, California, 73, starts 3rd. Dylan Boyer from right here in Coos Bay, the 05, starting 4th. Chester Niss, 19K, out of Antioch, California, 3rd row inside. Kevin Roberts, a winner here back in 2022. From Raidersburg, Montana, in the 88, will start in 6th. Jesse Yankee out of Portland in the 13, starts in position 7. Chase Berkeley starts 8th in car number 08. He is the 3-time reigning series champion and has won the last 3 features here at this racetrack. He definitely is money at this place. And he has won 4 out of 5 appearances during Speedweek. Ready to go green, exiting turn number 4. This time by McIntyre Myers. First of 3 heat races for the Sunoco IMCA Stock Cars is underway. And just like that, the yellow light comes on. We'll have to try things again. Big contingent of Coos Bay drivers, which is great to see. Obviously, Coos Bay Speedway not on the regular with the Speedway Motors IMCA Weekly Racing Series. Tonight and tomorrow, there are only 2 sanctioned events in 2025, but drawing a lot of local support here, which is wonderful to see. So Jesse McIntyre called for the jump, going to be put back to 4th place. So it'll be a new front row with Mason Myers and Steve Stone. Green flag is back out. Stone on the 70 in the 73, trying to go on the high side of Mason Myers. Myers 5th last night. The young man from Culver, representing Central Oregon, is going to lead lap 1. Steve Stone 2nd. Dylan Boyer is 3rd, and the race for the 4th and final transfer spot is a good one between 2019 Sunset Speedway Park Track champion Kevin Roberts and Chester Niss. Niss on the bottom in car number 19K, while the 88 of Kevin Roberts trying to swing on the high side. Roberts give him the nod. Roberts 3rd in last night's main event. Laps continue to get worked on as we are 3 into this contest, 5 to go. Kevin Roberts around the outside of Dylan Boyer, smoothly operating. The 88 talking about smoothly operating too. The 08 of Chase Berkeley, one spot away from making it to the main event as well as the redraw. Chase Berkeley looking for the acreage underneath the 05 of Dylan Boyer, going to have to back out. As the 88 of Kevin Roberts moves around Steve Stone to get into second. Mason Myers has pulled out to a good lead. Got 3 laps to go. Here comes Chase Berkeley, swinging from the top. Looking to get around Dylan Boyer. That is for the 4th and final redraw as well as transfer position in tonight's feature. And Berkeley has got it with 2 to run. Berkeley now trying to get a little bit of insurance built up, looking to negotiate the 73S of Steve Stone. White flag and a wave for the 27M of Mason Myers. Berkeley makes it up to 3rd now. Stone on the bubble. He's got both Boyer and Niss as Boyer gets sideways in turn 2. And to finish this one out, checkered flag is going to wave Mason Myers your winner. Kevin Roberts finishes 2nd, 3rd Chase Berkeley, Steve Stone. Your 4 transfer cars into the main event as well as drivers that will be participating in the redraw. Chester Niss finishing 5th, Jesse Yankee 6th, Jesse McIntyre 7th, and Dylan Boyer will finish in 8th. Just like that, our live looking coming to an end. We hope you enjoyed it. Go on to IMCA TV and purchase your viewing pass for the rest of the night or for the rest of the week. In the meantime, we'll be back for the rest of heat races here. But thanks for watching this live look-in on IMCA TV. That's IMCA TV, where America comes to watch racing. Heat race number 2. Lineups brought to you by